Hi, welcome to Carrie's Corner, and today I have a very special guest with me, my husband, Robbie. And I just did a video on Before the Ring, talking about before marriage and what to look for in a godly man, and now I have my godly man with me. So we're going to go through Ephesians chapter 5 again. This time I want to get Robbie's spin on it and talk about what we've learned through marriage. So, Robbie, what have you learned through Ephesians 5 pertaining to our marriage?
Well, there's a lot to be learned through it because as a husband, we're more accountable for what goes on with our wives. Not to be too pragmatic or anything else because I am pretty mushy, if anybody knows. I might just end up kissing her and forget what I'm saying.
Live camera.
Yeah, that's fine.
We had instructions not to make out, so we better not. So
Yes, well, we kind of listen to those things every once in a while, maybe.
Once in a while.
To husband loves your wives just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her that he might sanctify and cleanse her with the washing of the water by the word, that he might present her to himself a glorious church, not having a spot or wrinkle or any such thing, that she should be holy and without blemish. So husbands ought to love their own wives as their own bodies. He who loves his wife loves himself. No one ever hated his own flesh, but nourishes and cherishes it, just as the Lord does the church. For we are members of his body and his flesh and his bones. For this reason, a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and the two shall become one flesh. This is a great mystery, but I speak to you concerning Christ and the church. Nevertheless, let each one of you in particular so love his wife as himself, and let the wife see that she respects her husband. So, you, as a husband, when you're married to your wife, you spiritually lead her. You nourish her. You let her lean on you. To lead you. You have to lead her, and you have to take care of her, and you help be a safety net and safety valve and help point her towards the scriptures when these things are going on. Because, number one, a woman is naturally defensive because it's like one of those things where they feel like they're pursued, whether it's fair or foul. They feel like they're pursued a lot of the times. So it's a guy's job to sit there and make her feel secure. Because it's one of those things where typically I don't spend, my wife sees everything that I do online. She has access to the phone and everything else. This is part of love, that she has 100% access to every single message and every single thing I ever send to anybody else. So there's no surprises.
And yeah, that's one of the things I really appreciate about Robbie is that trust, and steadfastness to lead me, and he does such a good job at it. A lot of people think of leadership, kind of going back to your first question or your first comment. A lot of people think about leadership as something that's scary or something that's what do you call it? Maybe like masculine or whatever. But when it's done biblically, it's not that way. It's very much Robbie's very good at leading. He does it tenderly. He doesn't coerce me into anything. He's very good at leadership. And I learned that about him kind of like through the whole 4 years of our marriage so far. He's very good at leadership. He's very good at taking the bull by the horns, taking responsibility, taking care of me, taking care of our kids. Leadership isn't something that you, like I said, take something out and crack over somebody's head. It's something that's done tenderly. It's something that's done really biblically. If you look at this Ephesians 5, if you love your wife, if he loves me like he says he does, and he does it really well, is to lead me. And I really appreciate it about Rob. And a lot of people know what you see on camera is just as gross as what goes on behind closed doors. So I'm really thankful for Rob and just how he leads us and the kids. So, Robbie, do you have any other comments?
Well, it's just one of those things where as a nurturer, you need to be affectionate with your wife. You want to be real affectionate. You want to give her hugs. You want to give her kisses. You want to like make her feel like she's the church, that you love her. It's not, leadership isn't dry, and it isn't just a bunch of orders. It's like you take responsibility for the things that are going on, and part of it is, but you hug, you nurture, you make them feel like, you help her with her femininity, like she feels like a female. This is inbuilt in guys because, in other words, I'm a queen maker.
Yep.
I'm there to sit there and put a crown on her head, and I'm here to sit there and just shower her with gifts. It's inside every single man naturally, but this this generation of boys that are growing up to be men are really broken. Like, I'll even give like an example. When I was up doing ministry at my place, is a little bit rough at Big Puffs. Okay, this one person came in there. This one guy, he wanted to have open relationships with a bunch of different women, and the thing was, it's like, okay, well, he does. Well, here's the thing: he doesn't know what he wants because he's so broken. He's lonely, but he doesn't ever want to commit. And he's designed to queen one woman, to make a queen out of one woman, but he doesn't. It's just, he's so broken. You could see that the natural, because this is how God built us, to be married to one woman and to make one queen. And it's obvious that this man is very, very lonely. And it just, you get sad, and when you're broken like that, you get satisfied with taking what's second or third best in life, instead of like working on one relationship and one wife.
Yep.
And right now, it's like, I'm very satisfied with my wife. Every single way. I'm very satisfied with my wife.
And I can say the same about my husband. I'm really satisfied, and he's really done a great job, like I said, leading me, and just that trust that's there. I know that he would never look at another woman, and it was just really special to me that I can have that level of trust with him. So that's kind of what we wanted to leave you with today, is kind of go through Ephesians 5 again. This time after the ring, Robbie's given some really good thoughts about leadership and about trust. And as you're looking forward to marriage, if you are married, I just want to encourage you to keep on looking towards Scripture as a blueprint for your marriage. So I just encourage you guys today and love you, and I hope you have a great day.